While everyone else is scrambling for dinner reservations and spending nearly $200 on roses that'll die in 3 days, there's a whole tribe of people who looked at Valentine's Day and said, nah, we're good. And here's the kicker: 44% of Americans aren't celebrating this year. Yeah, you heard that right, almost half. So if you think you're alone in skipping the hearts and flowers, you're actually in massive company. Let's be honest for a second. 53% of Americans say they enjoy Valentine's Day about as much as an average Tuesday. Not more, not less, just meh. And you know what? That's actually the most honest thing I've heard all week. Because here's what nobody talks about. Celebration rates have been declining since the late 2000s. People are waking up to something real. This isn't about being anti-love or anti-romance. It's about being anti-performance. So why are people ditching Cupid? Let me break down what the research actually shows. Number one, the commercialization is out of control. 47% of people globally say the main reason they skip Valentine's Day is because it's too commercial. And they're not wrong. The greeting card companies, the chocolate industry, the florists, they've turned "I love you" into a mandatory $200 shopping list. One person put it perfectly: why do I need Hallmark to tell me when to show my partner I care? Number two, the everyday love argument. Think about it. You know what's more romantic than expensive roses on February 14th? Your partner folding the laundry without being asked, making coffee on a random Thursday, showing up consistently, day after day, in the small moments nobody photographs. As one couple explained, it matters not how you celebrate this one day, but how you treat your relationship on all the rest. Drop a comment right now if you've ever felt more pressure than love on Valentine's Day. I want to know I'm not the only one. But it goes deeper than just commercialization. For some people, it's cultural. 37% of non-celebrators say it's not part of my culture and traditions. In many parts of the world, love is expressed through family gatherings, poetry, daily acts of service, not heart-shaped boxes. For others, it's about mental health, the constant barrage of couple photos on social media, the loneliness amplified by red decorations everywhere, the painful reminders for those who've lost someone they loved. Valentine's Day can be emotionally exhausting. And then there are the couples, yes, couples, who mutually decided to skip it. Not because they don't love each other, but because they do. They're choosing authenticity over obligation, spontaneity over scheduling, real connection over performative romance. Here's something fascinating. Younger generations are becoming more skeptical. 40% of Gen X say they won't celebrate at all if they're single, followed by 38% of boomers and 34% of millennials. Why? Because millennials and Gen Z value authenticity. They're calling out the Instagram perfect relationships for what they are: filtered moments that hide the real work of love. They'd rather have honest, everyday affection than one overhyped date night. If you're loving this real talk about relationships, hit that subscribe button, because we're diving into topics everyone thinks but nobody says out loud. So here's what I want you to take away from this. If you don't celebrate Valentine's Day, you're not broken, you're not unromantic, you're not missing out. In fact, 28% of non-celebrators still mark the occasion by treating themselves to something special or having a great night with friends and family. They've reclaimed the day on their own terms. The truth? Love doesn't need a calendar date. It doesn't need red roses or chocolate hearts. It needs presence, consistency, showing up when it's not trending on social media. So whether you're spending February 14th at a fancy restaurant or in your pajamas watching Netflix, both are valid. What matters is that you're being true to what love means to you, not what a commercial tells you it should mean. I want to hear from you. Are you Team Valentine's Day or Team Every Day Should Be Love Day? Comment below and let's have a real conversation. And if this resonated with you, share it with that friend who always feels weird about not going all out for Valentine's Day. They need to know they're not alone. Remember, the depth of your love isn't measured by the size of your February 14th gesture. It's measured by how you show up on February 15th and every other ordinary, beautiful day.